evening, everyone. Welcome to the SFLm's regular season conclusion here at East River Cathedral Stadium here in New York. I am JW Hartshorn. With me, well, everyone knows this guy, DJ. Would you like to get in?
I would, JW. Thank you so much, brother, for the warm welcome. I'm so excited to have you up here in the booth with me this evening for the final game, like you said, of the SFLm Season 11. 29 games have happened. One remains in the regular season. Can New York bring it home with their rookie quarterback? That's the telltale of this one here.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game here. I mean, the last time these two teams faced off, it came down to a 3-point difference with just New York coming up at the wrong side of it in San Diego. So a little home cooking here might be just what they needed.
Absolutely. Sleeping in their own beds, waking up, walking to the stadium, their home facilities absolutely could give them the edge.
We definitely are going to be looking forward to see how this one's going to come out, as San Diego will be taking the ball first here. And it is returned, I want to say that's by Hunter Jacobs, as he... Oh, he could have gotten free there.
And a little bit of spice there.
Oh, yeah. All right, so while San Diego is getting ready, let's go over their offensive group. We'll have quarterback Dakota West, halfbacks Kalen Rex and Richard Powers, fullback Jolton Joe Duncan. After that, we have their wide receivers. Let me find it here. Hunter Jacobs, Terry Money, Nick Fritchley, and we'll go over the rest after this play. We got a twin set. Looks like they moved one of their wide receivers over. And a good run through the middle for Rex for about 5.
Yeah, it looked like a 5-yard gain there, and they were bringing a little bit of pressure on that weak side of the offensive line. Kind of left the middle of that defense open, but thankfully for New York, that remaining linebacker was able to clean it up before things got too scary.
Absolutely, a tight triple here. Looks like,
Ouch.
Goose making that catch through contact. Speaking of that offensive line, they got 3 developmental players down here to help out. That is Queen Porter, Jackson Barito, and Bruce White to go with the aforementioned Goose Busters. West comes back. Oh, that looked like it was a... Oh, that could have been a little nasty there for him.
Yeah, there was some great pass coverage there. That was 95 for the Gargoyles, who got a hand on it. That's their outside linebacker, Steve Foley. He's been getting involved a lot for a generic linebacker. Able to bat that one down. A risky throw here to start for Dakota West.
Yeah, so they come out in a weak-eye twins. Oh, and nice little throw down to the shoelaces down to Terry Money.
Looked like a generous spot to me, JW. I'm not sure. I mean, a little bit of a, the play was, you saw QB Dakota West saw Devontae Moore give a little bit of separation there, a little bit too soft on the coverage as the route was developing. Figured why not toss it in to that tight spot. It looks like they will stick with the call. Looked a little spotty, but no challenges made.
Yeah, definitely a little interesting there, but strong eye spread. They're going to go with the fullback run, and it is blown up by Mike Alberts.
Yeah, Alberts is exactly what you think of whenever you think big inside linebacker that can stop the run. That is a big-bodied dude that shoots the gaps defensively very well. 246'1", fills gaps really well and does a good job of reading the line.
Absolutely. And another attempt at a run out of that strong eye spread, this time corralled by, I believe that is Brian Simmons, their outside linebacker.
Yep, looked like it. Don't have too much depth in their linebacking core. Mike Albert's really only the stalwart guy out there. He does what he can. His generics help out a little bit on the outside.
A gun quads look. They swing it out to, I want to say it's Westbrook, and one of, I believe that is Burris, one of the New York corners, is able to really kind of keep him under control and force the fourth down.
Yeah, forced into a very early 3rd and long. Not what you want if you're San Diego. Dakota West forced into a throwing situation, like you said. The gun quads, I mean, it's almost in that range. You know what's coming. You know they're going to throw the football. And they played tight enough coverage to stop it. Oh, I think that's at the 1.
Yeah, I think that might be right about the goal line here. A really rough start here for New York.
Very
Yep,
nice.
at the 1.
Gorgeous punt.
Just gorgeous punt and beautiful punt coverage there.
Oh, absolutely.
Special teams, special players, right?
Absolutely.
So we see a heavy set look here, matched up with a 4-3. You see one of the linebackers up, shoring off that weak side. I believe that is 13. That would be D'Angelo Lopez going over there, but they run to the original strong side. Why would they move them from that side to the other if they're going to just run that way?
Yeah, an interesting decision. Probably just trying to get the eyes of the defenders just to the other side of the field. You know, especially having that other linebacker over there. Maybe you bring the receiver over, trying to trick the defense into thinking you're going to run that way. Oh, my goodness.
He just dropped a tombstone.
Sure did. Oh, my gosh. That hurt from up here. Get another look at it. Great blocking on the edge. Bang!
Oh, yeah. Gosh. Dominic Kane, out of that heavy set, just found eating moss and said, you're going to be eating some moss today. What the heck?
You'll feel that tomorrow.
It's like an offset. This looks like an offset doubles here against a 4-2 nickel. Ooh, you don't see that play much. A toss to the weak side, and Kelby Big Soldier picks up 4.
Yeah, I don't hate the play calling. Trying to mix in a few unorthodox runs. It's reminding me of Anchorage a little bit early on in the season, where they were just trying to stick with those unorthodox runs and mix the defense up a little bit. I mean, they gained 4. That's your magic number as far as rushing the ball goes.
Ooh, and we gotta say, very exotic, heavy set as Kane gets out there, gets to the outside, and oh no, one of the. It is Dondas Talakarne, the coach. Looks like he is going to be doing some coaching from the sideline too now. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, he was the tackler on that play. He got out to the edge very well and stopped Tombstone Kane before he could get too far. Right before the first down marker, a huge play to make him come up short. Hopefully, Dondas will be able to come back into the game healthy later.
Well, Kane definitely earned his nickname on that run, as
sure did.
They're back down in a heavy set here. Looks to be a 4-3 to match it. And good play by San Diego here. Number 54 able to make the stop. That is Seth Berlin.
Yeah, that was a huge play. You saw him come around the edge there and completely blew up that run before it could even get started. It was an I form, and whenever you have that running back that far in the backfield and a fullback in between you, it gives those defenders enough time that are coming around the edge to get back to your back before the play is already handed off and going forward. It's kind of what you see there. The play wasn't even developing yet, and Seth Berlin was already in the backfield.
Absolutely, and now that forces a punt back. San Diego will be starting at their own 47 here. Coming out in what appears to be a weak eye pro up against this 4-3. A delayed handoff gets it to Kellen Rex, who maybe keeps it. Again, like another spot that they might have gotten one out of that, but they just call it as nothing.
Yeah, not being too generous tonight, these refs. There's a whole lot of fighting for extra yardage just to gain nothing.
And they're back in a Twins look. 4-3, number 21 coming across. It looks like this will be man. Blitz there by
Oh,
the
man.
linebacker. It looked like if just a little more air and Busters is
Yep.
off to the races.
Yeah, absolutely right there. Great analysis, JW. If that one's lofted just a little bit more, Goose looked off to the races. That one's just a little bit underthrown, and you saw it clip the helmet of the defender there that was covering the underneath cross. You just need a little bit more air under it. Trust your arm.
Another gun quads as I believe that's 86. Fritchie comes along the other side. Gets some trips on one side. Ooh. Just a nice little crosser there by Busters to make the first down yardage and more.
You see him. You have the nice flood concept. You have the two innermost receivers running out routes to try and draw away the corner, playing pretty tight coverage on that far side. And then you have Goose just running the cross around the middle. And what that does is it pulls the linebacker a little bit closer to that that out route, leaves the middle of the field open.
Nice curl route there to Terry Money out of that. I believe that is a strung eye spread look out of the Aces. They're making some yardage up here.
Yeah, they sure are. And Dakota West has thrown the ball very successfully up to this point. They have certainly taken a step up in this offense. You just see it all season long. They're certainly feeling a lot more comfortable in this change of locker room as the season goes on.
Ooh, looked like a real wide sweeping run there for Kellen Rex, and he is blown up. I want to say at the line, if not, got just a little bit of yardage out of it, but you don't really see many sweep plays in the pros, but down here you can see them every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Don't have too many contracted defensive players that are able to keep up with the running backs, but Caleb Rex is a powerful back. I'd like to see more north to south running out of him.
Oh, and they look like they tried to here, but unfortunately he is blown up and pushed back another yard as Brian Simmons again, as it forces San Diego into a field goal here with Josh Gint. He's looked solid this season and doing a little bit of double duty on both kicking and punting.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
We had an earlier game today where a kick was just narrowly missed, I want to say by Birmingham, and the wind can definitely play a factor here in these games. I gotta love it.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, that's what Josh Gint wants to be. He wants to be that reliable guy that'll always be there, especially in those farther kicks. I've had the chance to talk to him on my show. You know, he's a guy that wants to be on a team that's going to compete. He said he's found that in San Diego, loves the locker room, loves the guys over there.
Absolutely. You love to see it out of these rookies having, you know, the personality and the desire to just see not only themselves but their team succeed. And San Diego's looked good this season. They're fighting to potentially finish this season 5-5. Now we have a pair slot look out of New York going up against this 4-3 defense. Oh, Odette got to the bat as almost as soon as it was snapped, but good wherewithal by Kane to kind of just push through it, got a yard out of it.
That was Nick Rogers who was on cleanup duty there. And they had so many extra defenders on that weak side of the formation. A little bit shocked they decided to run to it rather than the other side that was a lot more spread out.
Absolutely. And there's the Wizard, Ivan Lizardi. He is streaking down the field. Can they catch him? They cannot.
Touchdown, bingo.
Very nice. What a way to start there for New York. The young man, Brady Hendricks, gets enough time. And that's one of those routes where, as a quarterback, you love. You know, you're not going for a home run ball there. You're going through your plays. You're going through your game script. You throw an out route to your best receiver on your team, and they just make a huge play, cutting it upfield along the sideline, making the corner miss. That's all she wrote. Taste and dust are those San Diego Aces.
Absolutely. That it looked like number 22 for the Aces. That is Andre Brown. Tried to get the dive and just missed it. Wizard
The
just
extra point is good.
cut out of that route and was like, Wizard, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Absolutely. I love it.
But this will put the ball back in San Diego's hands on this field or on this kickoff here. 7-3 lead by New York. I'm kind of curious how San Diego approaches this situation now being down.
I mean, you got to be a little bit more aggressive now. But of course, you have plenty of time. You can't let your drive fizzle out as we saw previously. You got to keep it consistent. You can't let New York's defense control the pace of your offense, or things are going to look scary. If you let them push you to third and longs, third and mediums, you're playing their style of football, and that's exactly what they want.
Absolutely. And now, starting at the 28, just over 2 minutes left in the first, we got a I-Twins look here by San Diego. The motion there spreads it out a little bit more. West going back, getting out of the pocket a little bit, trying to swing it out, and oh, what a throw, what a catch by Team Money.
So much time for Dakota West to throw. Eventually, someone is going to get open when they have that much time in the pocket to throw. That was a deep developing post route. You had the shorter, shallower cross across the middle that pulled the attention of anyone that was in the middle of the field. And that left the throw there to that post completely open apart from the defenders over the top.
Absolutely. A strong eye spread here. Little hitch route there. And what do you know? Nick Fritchley gets the catch there for 8 yards.
You know, JW, when I hear people talk about those hitch routes, it's either you love them or you hate them. I've talked to offensive coordinators who absolutely despise that play with every ounce of their being, but then there's some, like clearly, San Diego right now is using them to great effect.
Absolutely. And here we see that, oh, this looks like a fair slot. Now they move over to a tight triple. Rex, Rex on the ground! And New York gets it on their 49. That hit jarring the ball loose. Callum looked like he had at least gotten himself clear. Broke one tackle. Just, Mike Alberts with the hit.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about him being your prototypical linebacker. That's exactly what you want. Hard hits like that, forcing the ball loose. That's something we don't see very often, JW. Is Caleb Rex fumbling the football? He hasn't done it once all season long. That has been lost, I should say.
Yeah, horrible time for that to change as we see a man coverage here against what started as an ace trips look. Nice little quick step off and wow. a nice throw there to Ivan Lizardi. The Wizard is out in force tonight.
Getting agile, diving for that one. It was a little too low, but probably for a reason. There was a lot of traffic in the middle of the field there. If that one was thrown on target, probably would have got hit away by one of the many hands there. But Brady Hendricks clearly has a great connection with Ivan Lizardi. Knew where just to place that ball to where a star could get it.
Absolutely. We got a heavy set look here. A nice little toss out. Can Kane get to the edge? He does, but he is quickly corralled by Seth Berlin on that outside. Keeping him in bounds, though. Clock's still going.
Yeah, and here's some blocking. I mean, Lizardi's not just good for catching the football, laying out some fantastic blocks for Dominic Kane on that edge, sealing it very well. The only one that was able to fully support that tackle was the sideline, and of course the defender who finally dragged Kane down.
Oh, this is looking like a nice little toss out to Kelby Big Soldier, but unfortunately just not able to get anything out of it. Loss of 2 there.
Yeah, you could see Kaney Cook pulling to the outside to try and have a lead block for Kane there, but the defensive end shot past the guard so quickly and shut it down before Kaney could even get a block out.
Absolutely, and now we are hitting the second quarter of the night. You know, I want to go back to that forced fumble Number 52, Mike Alberts, that just heavy hit to force the ball out of a usually sure-handed running back. Reminiscent of another 52 out in another league I've heard of. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, and Dominic Kane just kind of attacking up the middle. Horizon Breeze is the one who gets him down after what appears to be a gain of 6.
And speaking of that fumble, Mike Alberts' first forced fumble of the season. Like you said, huge spot to get the stat like that.
Big time. And oh, we see Hendricks go for it, and he gets the first down on a scramble. Looked like he started off, just read the field, saw there was nothing really open, and just said, why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? We kick a field goal?
Yeah, he's leaving it all out there right now, scampering around in the pocket, finding a tight lane to run through. The one and only, the true Brady of the SFLm scampering away for a really nice first down there.
An amazing play here. They come out here now in tight triple. Oh, you're wrong for that. Oh, and Dominic Kane takes it 7. I mean, you know what? I think that's a big part of their how they should push for this win. I think New York just
run first. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, words are not catching up to me. I mean, I keep looking at Kane hitting people, and it's just like,
I mean,
it's making me nervous
too,
up here.
Fred. Absolutely.
Oh no! I saw the concept of what they were going there, trying to push that outside after a nice inside run, but San Diego's defense just picked it up really well, forced the 3-yard loss, or 2-yard loss.
Yeah, broke away from the linebacker pretty quick, but Eaton Moss shot very well, helped stop the run coverage, is the one who got clean up.
Hendricks out here.
Oh,
it's that man again.
Yeah, I mean, talk about some sure hands. We're going to get another look at this one. Lazardi just on a go route there. 1-on-1. He says, I am bigger than you, and I am better than you. Catches it right over the top of Andre Brown. Brady Hendricks having full trust in his guys out there to let Lazardi take that one up 1-on-1.
I mean, Lazardi is a top 5 receiver in the SFLm this season, and stuff like that shows why.
Yeah, I mean, look at the stats: second in receptions, second in yards, 5 touchdowns on the season. Hasn't gotten in the end zone too many times, and that's before this game. That number's up to 7 now, after already a quarter and some change in this game. We could get to a higher number, maybe hit double digits for Lazardi. That's
absolutely
too much. 5 is
you'd love to see it though, but
crazier things?
Yeah, definitely seen some crazier things in the SFLm. I mean, after all, Anchorage won.
That's foul.
All right. So we have the Aces starting up here at their 35. It's going to be interesting. They have to push. They got to try to get some points on the board here, because otherwise you're just digging yourself a hole. Here we go. I-Twins look here. This could be a run. Oh. Yep, Alberts is there to make the tackle there, but yeah, it looks like San Diego's not lost any confidence in their running back. Just handing it right back to him.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at this defense of New York, JW, what I see their main strong point is their defensive back room. But right now, their linebacking core is showing up huge. Mike Alberts making some huge plays. Talk about huge plays.
You know what? When you need a big play, who are you going to call? It's Goosebusters.
Goosebusters. Yeah, I mean, that one a very tight throw. I mean, it's just getting the ball off quick there. Maybe saw some pressure coming from New York. And the route was a little bit developed. You got past the corner pretty quickly. Dakota West, they saw a little bit of separation. Said, why not? It worked.
All right, West out here in that. Swings the ball out and gets 8 yards on another good throw to Goosebusters.
Ooh, the pressure was there. There was a defender, I think it was LJ Hobbs, who was diving at the feet of Dakota West, barely able to get that ball off and did so successfully. Very poised in the pocket.
Always love to see it as they come out here in a Weak Eye Twins.
Oh
Oh,
my
and
God.
95 able to bottle up Rex for another 3-yard loss.
That's Steve Foley again making a huge play. I mean, and you're talking about non-contracted linebackers getting their name called up here. I mean, these guys, this linebacking core is seriously showing up and making a name for themselves right now. Being able to stop this rushing attack, and Caleb Rex has been a very solid runner.
Oh, and like a safety blanket.
Yep.
Again, who do you call? Goose Busters there for the first down.
Yeah, I mean, the same thoughts were going through my mind there, JW. I mean, he's just your escape route. When things are sketchy, when your plays aren't developing, whenever time is scarce, whenever your run game isn't working, just throw it to the Goose.
Got to give New York some credit here. They are getting pressure. They're making making for some uncomfortable pockets there for Dakota West. But when you have someone like Goose, and it looked like again another little bit of a collapse there in the O-line.
Yep.
Forced the ball
Hobbs
to.
again.
Yeah, West really
man.
had to throw off their back foot and just it should have been picked there.
Yeah, it should have. The pressure was there on the front of on the blind side, and then you had the defensive tackle in the middle trying to jump up and bat the ball away, and linebackers swarming everywhere. That was just very, very good all-around defense from New York.
Absolutely is. Oh, that looked like that was a nice play there in coverage by Simmons. It looked like Dakota was going to force it in on that, what might have been a hitch route again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, JW. They've been relying on those quite a bit whenever they're at, the 1st and 10, 2nd and 10 instance, just to make their 3rd down attempt a little bit more easier.
And another gun quads look. I'm really intrigued by what San Diego saw out of this formation. We don't see it much in the SFLm pros.
Oh man!
West decides a little too late that it's time to start running, and look who it is again.
Wow. I mean, Mike Alberts is having a, dare I say, career performance right now, JW. That's his 2nd sack of the entire season, and gets it in a huge spot, forcing a 4th and a country mile now for the Aces, who have to punt at this point. New York. I mean, dare I say, JW, my fingers, I have wood on my desk. It's getting knocked. New York's looking really dang good.
I said earlier that a big part of the win for San Diego in their first game was San Diego playing at home. Now we're seeing New York play here in their home stadium, getting, they're getting their feeling in their hands and their toes and everything. We're seeing it all kind of show up well for them so far. Oh, and a flip tight triple is now, as soon as I say that, they just motion out of it. Screw me, right? And a handoff to Dominic Canis. Oh, that block gets him free. 43's there, and he just steps out of bounds. Says, you know what? I'm gonna save your shoulder a little bit of pain. I'm just gonna do the good Samaritan thing and just walk out of the bounds.
Yeah, Kaney Cook had a tremendous block on the edge. I think it might have been Lazardi who laid a great block on the edge as well. I mean, they made that run. Kane had a truck's length between him and the nearest defender. The sideline, the only one to eventually bring him down. And JW, to talk to your point earlier about San Diego's past games, this team has never won on the road. In their entire, their entire history, but it's only been this season. Never once have they won a road game. Things are looking scarce right now, an 11-point deficit, and your opponent has the football. Things need to change come the second half.
Absolutely. Kelby Big Soldier breaks free. A nice stiff arm there out in open field. And Kelby Big Soldier gets the big play there for the touchdown.
I mean, yeah, an absolutely amazing play for the Big Soldier. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And JW, before that play, this young man's longest rush was 8 yards. Go ahead and shatter that and shatter the hopes and dreams of everyone watching and extend your lead a little bit more.
Absolutely. And honestly, got to give credit to Big Soldier for making that run stick, but did you see the blocking on that?
Oh,
The
yeah.
center getting up to the
Tremendous.
second level.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the hole was open, which in and of itself is a great display of blocking. But then when you look at that second level, you see a black jersey there. I mean, that is going to help every time dealing with that linebacker in the middle. I understand it now, says Iggy. I love it.
Yeah, Iggy Turner, he's looked solid this season, had some close games as a coach, and finally starting to see this this whole game plan start to come together here so far in this first half. Just got to keep it going.
Sure
and
do.
we have the Aces getting up to their 29-yard line as Westbrook brings the ball out. Only 4.5 minutes left here for the Aces to really kind of cut into this deficit before halftime.
And I mean, they have the offensive explositivity. Is that a word? It is now. I just made it up. They have the offensive ability to be able to make big plays downfield with ease. I mean, they could score in 30 seconds. They could take this whole drive up if they get their run game involved. I mean, they have plenty of options to be able to produce yards. They just need to really do it.
And in this case, they're going to go with a pass out to Goose Busters, getting them 4 yards. Looked like he might have tried to get out of bounds, just the linebacker redirected him back in. Smart play by the defender to try to keep this clock going.
And who else making those smart plays but Mike Alberts was on the one-on-one coverage there with Goose, able to bring him down inbounds. That's a veteran presence out there from a young man.
Absolutely. Here we go. Kellen Rex gets the handoff, and he gets down to, I can't quite make out the yard line, but they will have 3rd and 2 here as, yes, they're up to the 42 and a half. That's 37 and a half. My brain just is not jumping. Oh, looked like a counter run.
Very nice.
They get it over to Powers here for the first down. 3.5 minutes going.
Yeah, and I love those unconventional runs. We've seen a little bit of San Diego doing it tonight. That offset pitch we saw, now going with a counter. I love it, just switching up the defense. That might be what they need to get into the head of this linebacking pool. Maybe that too.
He had one man to beat. He had that edge locked up.
No.
And we have an injury. Who is it? Oh, no.
That's rough.
It is
the cruise missile.
Yep, it is the cruise missile. It is Hudson Cruz, arguably the best player on this New York defense in terms of overall ability, but
yeah. And he's been a wonder ever since he joined the league, really. I mean, 18 tackles for a defensive back, that's pretty high. 3 interceptions as well. He's a weapon out there, and hopefully he gets back well.
As a delayed handoff there goes to Rex, and they get the first down. Coming down to 3 minutes left in the second quarter. They're making up some yardage.
Yeah, they sure are. One thing we talked about at the top of this drive, JW, was that they need a well-sustained drive regardless of how they do it. They have the capabilities to do it anyway, through the air, through the ground. A mix of both really is what I think we'll see San Diego as the peak on this drive, and they're doing so very well to start this.
Good little run here to the strong side. Richard Powers powering through that line here and just getting 7 yards here. You know what? I gotta say, 2 minutes down in this quarter from the start of it, and they're now well into New York side of the field. I wonder if they're going to start picking on that backup there any point. And another one of those long sweeping runs to the outside gets maybe a yard out of it.
The backup clearly stepping up there, Dennis Weathersby, who assuredly would be playing in the spot of Hudson Cruz involved on that tackle.
And now we're going to hit 2-minute warning. Looked like a Levi Crowset was on the cards there for San Diego, but they're going to get a chance to kind of go over it again, see what they really want to do here with this short yardage situation.
The whole playbook's open here.
And they dial up their slot look. I wonder if this is going to be a run for the heavy side. No, it's a pass. Swinging it out, and yep, there he is again. Goosebusters.
I should have said it. In my mind, I was going to call out a Goosebusters pass, and I just didn't do it. You have to take my word for it.
Oh, you know I will, but gotta give them credit. A nice little in route there, right in front of arguably one of the best linebackers in the league right now, which is Mike Alberts. Like,
yeah,
he's already up to 66 yards and 7 catches.
Yeah, he's been the catalyst for him up to this point.
Okay, and now we have...
Oh my gosh!
Ooh. Rex, I think, was taking a little bit of ruthless aggression out there.
Yeah, a little bit of anger management on that run. Thankfully for the defense, Brian Simmons played cleanup duty well and somehow bravely ran in after the hit that was laid before him.
A nice little quick cut. Oh.
That PI?
Yeah, I think it's PI there.
Tisk, tisk.
He's got there a touch too early.
See another look.
That would be Jeff Burris in coverage. And, you know, I've seen worse. I've seen worse offenses. I feel like that probably could have been a flag that just stays in your pocket, but
yeah,
the officials.
I'm smelling tea. Now I'm smelling, I don't know what else they have in Boston. Gruel.
Oh no, not the harbor.
A leprechaun.
We got motion here as they go into this spread look. Or no, it's a doubles look. And just a little wide there for Goosebusters. Sorry, my eyes are not reading some of these numbers very well.
Yeah, these bright lights shining off that platinum white. I mean, a lot of glare coming off of them. That one just sailed way too far. Just got to put, you got a big arm there, West. You just got to wrangle that one in a tad bit.
And a play action look.
Oh, bang.
Oh. You know, I had a feeling we were going to get something like that at some point with how they had been really pushing that run all day. A good time to cue up the play action and put it right down Main Street.
Absolutely. You're running cover 2 over the top. There's no better tight end in the SFLm that's going to be able to split that gap and pull in a toss in the end zone like that. Goosebusters did so with precision there, and a gorgeous throw from Dakota West. They couldn't have put that any more on the money, JW.
No, absolutely not. Sometimes you find a play against a defense and you're just like, you couldn't have defended any better. It just, what was called, when called, sometimes it just comes down and plays against you. And now New York has a chance here to try to force the ball back, get some points in the, I thought he broke out of that first. I was like, wait, where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, he was playing hide the ball in that colossal mix of players. It was just a jumble of colors. Returning it out of the end zone, trying to get something to work. I don't blame Lazardi one bit. Fought a couple off before eventually getting brought down.
All right, so New York, I believe, does get the ball after the half. So 59 seconds, they have a chance here if they really want to push the issue and double dip.
I think they can.
Looks like they're coming out passing. Gets it out to the outside, and Robert Thump only gets a yard out of it, but I believe he does get out of bounds.
Yep, looked like it. That was Ness Genkel. She was able to shut down that very well, played that cloud flat to perfection. I mean, your assignment there is just shut down anyone in your area. Even if they catch it, bring them down shortly after the ball is caught. Genkel did that very well.
That was a good play by Genkel, and now we're going to see them in an offset doubles look as they go with a run.
Oh my gosh. That's
That was a
Odette
heavy.
Boudreaux.
Yeah, Odette Boudreaux. You don't see the interior defensive lineman really get
Mm-mm.
out that wide and just lay a hit.
Yeah, I mean, she came from the entire other side of the line to make that play.
We have Hendricks is a lot of time. Deep
Oh,
end. Oh,
so close.
that ball was going for Ronnie Shanahan, good old Roshan, and just a little too much air on it, Brady. But
Yep.
looks like we're gonna see a punt here by the Gargoyles. I mean, up 11, 26 seconds. They'll
You
potentially
can live
get,
with this.
yeah, especially knowing you have the ball coming back at the start of half or at the end of the half. So,
You look at him in that situation, right? And you see an offense that, this might sound like a diss, but when I say it, it isn't. They rely on the run, right? Even whenever they are solely running the ball, of course they're going to rely on the run. But even when they're passing, the run game keeps the defense honest where they can't just play back the entire time. And I bet if they were able to mix in a few runs before that deep bomb, I bet it would have worked out. But with little to no time on the clock, they really couldn't run the New York style offense that this culture has been able to produce.
that's definitely a good point. They've always been a strong running team as they get the ball out to Westbrook, but isn't really able to curve up field with enough space and just lines up with a foot out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage.
I mean, this one's probably going to go into the half unless we're going to be able to see another cover two beater like we saw to Goose previously. San Diego may be content running this one out.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see some man coverage here. I wonder if they're going to send a little bit of pressure here. Oh, and they do. Yeah, it looks like San Diego's decided the same. They're just going to let it head off to halftime.
Never mind.
Or not, just because they want to opponent us.
Shoot another play downfield. Why not?
And why not? Just give a nice little Hail Mary, as it looks like they are lining up in Hail Mary formation.
I respect it. They are the aces after all. Go for it all.
Let's see how this goes for Dakota West. West goes way, way, way back, and I think the grass caught it.
Yeah.
But all right, we are up to halftime here. New York holding a big lead. Well, not too big, but for their standards this season, this is a pretty big one for them. 21-10 here in East River Cathedral. So who do you got as the player of the half?
I mean, looking at it from a broad perspective, right? Looking at New York, because I feel like it's got to be someone on their team just from, how dominant of a lead they're taking up to this point. Hendricks hasn't had to throw the ball too much. Kane, 7.3 yards per carry, is lighting it up. I feel like it has to go to Ivan Lazardi. The explosivity from him, just huge as far as their production. You see it there, 3 receptions for 2 touchdowns. Are we playing a video game? What's going on here?
It feels very video game-esque, but you know what? We're out here in New York. It's cold as heck.
Sure
It is late. But that
Get an
said,
injury report update here.
Oh yeah, and we have Cruz. They
Oh,
say it is a pinched elbow nerve,
so
and he is questionable.
Talacarne's back.
Oh yeah, Talacarne should be
That's
back.
great. That is great there for San Diego. Hudson Cruz is questionable, has a chance.
Yeah, so we might see Hudson Cruz later on today. Good to see that at least both of them aren't just like, being rushed to the hospital or anything. So that happened earlier in the SFL season with Ethan Flowers, but
well, so it happens. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. That said, going over the halftime player of the game, like, if you had to choose anyone from San Diego, I'd go Goose Busters so far.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
And now we got Ryan Shanahan. He's looking like he's in some space here as New York starts at their 32.
And, you know, a slight spotlight as well to Mike Alberts. I feel like every time I look up and see a play, Mike Alberts is either there making it or in the close proximity, eating up a block or soon to make the play. So a nod to him as well defensively for a great first half.
Yeah, it's been a lot of good team defense by New York that's really kept them in control here, but we're gonna have to see what San Diego queues up to try to counter this offense.
Oh!
What a pick! Oh my goodness, that is number 50. That
Wow.
is Max Yates, the inside linebacker for the Aces, just going up and getting it.
Yeah, I mean, he used every bit of his 15-inch vertical on that one. His big self got all the way up there and was able to pull that one down. We saw a few plays like that that were risky business for Hendricks, but that one really a slap on the wrist for him going back to the sideline to start the half. Not a good momentum swing.
Yep, and right back to the other side. You know, San Diego now deep in New York territory. They try to do a quick little flip out to Goose Busters, and it just doesn't end up right in his hands. Falls probably mostly to the ground at least. Now we're at 2nd and 2. Strong eye spread up against this 4-2 nickel. Deep drop there by West as tries to flip the ball out to Goose again. It just, I think, greened off his shoulder.
Yeah, it was very tight coverage there from the defender for New York. I believe that was Devontae Moore who was able to get a hand on it. Playing very nice man coverage, following him all the way up the seam to protect what we have already seen taking the top off of this New York defense. They've certainly learned from their mistakes.
I can definitely agree with you there.
Following again.
Yep, that gun formation again out of San Diego, and he's trying to run again, and a similar result to the last time they ran that.
Yeah.
It comes down to Oliver Gibson making this or getting the sack there. At some point, you know,
non-contracted tackles.
Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes when you're in those situations, you gotta have a little bit of a different timer in your head. Just like, okay, I'm a little further back. I need to know what I'm looking at or get out of here.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Sooner.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, that's exactly right, because you saw how long the blocks were holding. I mean, West had so much time to throw the football. Only problem is no one was open. And like you said, taking off was a solid idea. It was just your offensive line was holding up for so long. Eventually, somebody was going to get through. And unfortunately for them, it was exactly when they tried to take off.
You hate to see it for San Diego, but now New York starting here on the 10 after a good punt. Looks like they're starting off in what started as a pair slot look. They've ran and passed out of this, and a nice little outside flip, but the defense, Odette Boudreau, able to just catch almost like the back of the jersey of Dominic Kane, and just pulls him down for a loss of 1.
It's the second time we've seen that same play. They motion out the tight end to the far side and then pitch it to the weak side that they now have less blockers on. We questioned it the first time, and I kind of questioned it again.
Another flip out there, and this time to get some yardage out of it. Dominic Kane able to get about 5.
I like the unorthodox running from San Diego whenever they are attempting it, but Dominic Kane is such a powerful back. Kelby Big Soldier as well. We saw him get a stiff arm touchdown earlier, that I'd like to see them just run it up the gut if you are going to run it for yardage.
Yeah, sometimes the best way to make a move is just do that. Oh! Ivan Lazardi going up and getting it again.
Oh my goodness. We saw the stats beforehand. 3 catches for 97 yards is now 4 for, I mean, way more.
A
I mean,
lot.
that I'd imagine close to 125 now. I bet we'll see it on the screen. Yep, 131.
130, yeah, 131 there by Lazardi tonight. He is looking in prime form here
Wow.
as New York's trying to take that win. First one of their season, after all. We see Shanahan go in motion. Quick drop back. Gets the ball out to, that is D'Angelo Lopez.
There you go. Someone not named Ivan getting involved. It was a great route. Slant across the middle, developed a long way. Hendricks didn't throw it too fast. The corner sticks in his zone to cover Shanahan on the out route. And, I mean, the linebacker kind of shifted away from the slant to cover the other slant coming across the field. That's what had that little pocket in the zone be so wide open.
Yeah, good read there by Hendricks. As now we're going to see another, a little bit of a power run there. Just gets blocked by his own O-lineman, forcing a loss of 2.
Yeah, Horizon Breeze shot the gap very well. A very young player for San Diego, only joined August 11th, a few months back now, but playing like he has a lot more experience.
We're going to see Hendricks here a lot of time as he just tries to take the check down there to Kane, but might have been an ill-advised pass. Just 2 defenders right there ready to land a hit.
I mean, he is your safety valve. That's what your back is, but I wouldn't. The safety valve might be just taking off yourself rather than throwing it into double coverage like that.
Now we're in a bunch look here for New York. We've seen this formation used a lot both in the SFLm and the pros. We're going up against a 3-2 dime on look out of San Diego, and rollout pass. Oh, deep to Lopez, who gets some space there down to around the 10.
Yeah, that was a very successful run. Kind of gave reminiscence of the out route touchdown Lazardi had earlier. This one just a little bit deeper, runs the corner route very well. Lopez shakes the defenders off of him, gets a step or 2 on them. That's what gives the Brady Hendricks the room to throw that within the sideline still. And usually your receiver catches that and immediately goes out of bounds with a toe drag. But D'Angelo Lopez is athletic enough to keep that in bounds.
Yeah, that was a great play by Lopez, and now they're in a tight triple set. Tossed it to the triple side, and Kelby Big Soldier gets 6 out of that.
See, now this is an instance where they are mixing the run and the pass. It's kind of what we talked about at the end of the half there, that they struggle whenever they aren't able to do a mix of both. I'm probably going to see another run again here, showing how crucial it really is.
Yeah, that heavy set there, they run right up the middle, just the way you keep telling them that they need to do. They finally listen, and look what it gets them.
Yeah, I mean, they are just so successful running north to south. You have such talented, powerful backs that you don't need to be messing with all these pitches to the outside, stretch runs to the outside, to the weak side. Kane is a monster. It's got to be Kane up the middle, and that's what they went with, extending their lead again to 18. New York is making everyone in the Big Apple very happy tonight.
You said it. I mean, 9 plays, 91 yards for the Gargoyles. That sometimes a drive like that can really just demoralize you. And now San Diego's going to get this ball down 18. They just got to keep their heads up, keep pushing forward, and we're going to see what they come out with on this next drive.
Yeah, and it's the battle of curses right now, JW, because look at these records. We talked about San Diego. Have never won on the road. And as a team that's under 500, you're going to be playing on the road come playoff time, right? I mean, you know it. And if you can't start winning on the road now, how are you going to do it when the competition is even fiercer? On New York side, they haven't won. So, I mean, the same sentiment is shared there. And I think a win here will go a very long ways for helping their confidence.
Yeah, I think part of this is also like New York knew where they were going to be lining up in the
Yep.
playoffs here. So, why not just throw something at the wall and see if it sticks? As West goes back. Oh,
Oh my
tipped
gosh.
pass to himself, and Team Money gets that first down.
I mean, he sure is money. I could watch that over and over again. Dakota West, a great throw. We'll only have to watch it one more time, though. Man, just tips it up. Mike Alberts lays a great hit. If you can have that much concentration when you know a guy like Mike Alberts is running at you, I'd love to see what you can do at the pro level.
Absolutely. There's going to be some fun instances seeing a lot of these players come up in about, what, 6 months now? We're going to see them
Yep.
all, or a lot of them up in the pros as Team Money again makes a big catch there. It looked like a shoestring tack or a catch
Yeah,
and
another
gets him
hitch route.
7.
Yeah, they're relying on it a lot on first down to make the rest of their downs easier. Then they tend to go with a run, and then they usually lose a yard or two or go back to the line, then they pass.
A long sweeping outside run, and you know what? You called it. They lost the yard.
Now they're probably going to do another pass to Goose over the middle. I mean, their offense is seeming very one-dimensional at this point. They're kind of going with a script, and they kind of stay to that point. New York sees Powers in the backfield. You don't think they'd rely on him in this big of a spot, not being their number one guy in the back.
Yeah, Goose is really. I go into what you said before. Like Goose has really been their safety blanket tonight, and look at that throw out to Goose, first down.
That's kind of sad. I've watched a few of these games, if you couldn't tell. But man, Dakota West, trust Goose. I mean, there's not many best friend duos you could have that are better than tight end QB, right? I mean, it's your big target that catches just about everything, and your QB who's like, I mean, he's there. Why not throw it?
Yeah, it's always fun to see those cool tight end quarterback duos come out here, and a nice weak side toss over to Kalen Rex gets him 4.
Any other great QB tight end duos come to mind?
Off the top of my head, I
Maybe that
know
were
that
gold and black, perhaps.
there's a phone number involved as Richard
Don't
Powers
humor me.
runs it up the middle.
Don't humor my antics. That's when you tell me to shut up, and you're like, shut up, we have a job.
Wrong
great.
We are going to be a 3rd and 5 here. Strong eye spread, the nickel coverage out there. So we'll see. All right, motion over for Goosebusters met with number 39. It looks like this is going to be man coverage. No, you know what? That hitch, that's a good use of the hitch there. It looks like New York is going back in coverage, expecting them to try to bomb them over the top, and really that's what's. Or no, it looked like just 21 overran his coverage there. Gave just the smallest window there for Dakota West to just fit it right in.
I mean, they found what works. I mean, stick with it if it's going to continue working.
Yeah, I want to say that's Casper Haddock in the chat. Yeah, Ron Cochran did. Ron Haynes was one of the better duos in the pro leagues. As Mike Alberts gets the stop there, only allowing a gain of 1 there by. I want to say that was Callum Rex.
Yeah, I believe so. You got Shabazz Synergy and Percoco as well. Legendary. There's some greats.
And it's a fullback run here up the middle, and again only gets 1. And look who's there to make the stop.
Yeah, that Sheriff in the middle of the defense coming up huge.
All right, a 3rd and 8, and it looks like they are lining up in gun. Yep, that gun quads. I want to say quads left. Deep, getting the ball out this time, and 45 was there. Got his hands on it, just could not corral it in. I think that is Rogers.
Beckett.
Yeah, Rogers Beckett.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. 45 again.
gotta say, this has been looking like a masterclass on defense by New York.
Yeah. Apart from that one slip-up drive, New York has just been completely locking them up. And Gint, speaking of locking it up, Gint nails another one from 45, same distance as the prior. As the third starts to come to a close inside the 2 minutes. New York still, I mean, technically a two-possession ball game if you throw a two-point conversion in there.
Yeah, you're gonna these next few drives for New York will probably be the decider here. If San Diego can come up big defensively, force the ball out, take it away, this could be much closer by the last 2 minutes of this game. But right now, New York's looking really solid.
I mean, with how they're producing offensively, I just don't see how they either don't score again or have another huge drive that chews a majority of the remaining clock.
I can definitely see it. Now we have that flip, tight triple look again. And an outside run there for Kelby Big Soldier. He gets out for a good gain of 7.
Yeah, and they're going with the young running back a lot. He joined August 25th, and it doesn't seem like he's that young of a player. He feels so much more developed than that.
Well, I mean, he's what, 6 foot, 220? I mean,
He's a big body.
he's got a good frame to start off there, and give him a little time, a little comfort in this group, and he can do things not many running backs can do. And Talacarne is back and lays the hit on Dominic Kane.
Yeah, Kane getting a welcome card from Talacarne as he gets back into the game and getting involved. That's someone you're going to be happy to have back if you're San Diego, if you want to come back in this ball game.
Yeah, it feels like it might have been a little bit of retribution. I mean, it was Kane's hit on Talacarne earlier that sent him into the blue tent, and that is Seth Berlin making a big play in the backfield, pushing him back, forcing a 4th and 5 here. It looks like it might just be a punt here.
Yeah, and, looking, we talked about it right as that drive started. It wouldn't be easy if San Diego wanted to shut New York down offensively, and they did so very well. New York tried to play their style of offense. They had everything going for them. San Diego just made some plays.
And that is Hunter Jacobs taking the fair catch there. They'll start at their 23. If you're San Diego, this is the time to just say the comeback's on. We gotta start piecing them down the field. You need to start getting some chunk plays. The hitches and the quick little outs to Goosebusters have worked, but they've taken a lot of time off the clock. And Callum Rex starts up here, getting through. Brought down by a good little mixture of Andre Brown and Brian Simmons there, but gain of 7 as we go into the 4th quarter.
Now you're going to need some serious change if you're San Diego when it comes to stopping New York. You need to continue what you did last time out, and your offense needs to just stay good throughout the entire drive. Don't fizzle out at the end.
Yeah, they really need to get these drives, in a situation where they're sustained and they can just take what New York gives you. As they come out in a pair slot, it looks like Rex tries to slip through, but is brought down by Mike Alberts again.
Now I'm curious, JW, as a head coach, what point in this game do you feel comfortable going for it on a 4th down on the opposing side of the field?
I would say pretty much any place within their 35 is typically where I would say is good for me. But he tries to swing it out on that post and was not able to get there for Terry Money.
Money just sailed too far.
He's been fairly reliable for them today, but just looked like that ball went a little higher than his catch radius.
Yeah, you know, the person that usually runs that route is Goosebusters. And there's a bit of a height difference there. Half a foot. Terry Money's
Yeah.
5'10", Goosebusters is 6'4".
Oh wow,
Might cause a bit of an overthrow.
Yeah, there's been some interesting throws there, but yeah, I definitely agree. Like, if that ball went to Goosebusters, that's probably hitting him in the hands.
Yep.
And now New York has the ball. It looks like they're in a triple set. Giving that run up the middle. Kane breaking it
Oh!
into the outside. I don't know how he got out of that.
Wow.
Gets himself out of bounds.
Hopefully going to see a replay here. We will. Kane gets the handoff up the middle, bounces away, and just separates himself. No quit in that young man.
As Kane gets over the 100-yard mark, averaging just under 7 yards a carry. Uh, that is insane. At that point, you just hand it off to him every time he even touches the field, and you're basically halfway to the goal in a few plays. As Kelby takes that toss over to the weak side, and Dundas Talakarne is there to keep it just at a gain of 1.
As welcome back party involves him working a good bit, as he's been involved on a few plays now.
And we see that flip tight triple as oh, that was a nice hold that it forced open, but Kane just gets leveled there at. You know, Kane, for like how productive he is, like you know he's definitely a power back, but he's able to make people miss.
Yeah, it
Even
sure
with
is.
that
He's
6
quick.
foot, yeah, that 233-pound frame. You see that running at you full speed, I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah, he's
I'm making a
shifty.
business decision. I'm
Yeah,
Deion
absolutely.
Sanders. Oh, good pass there. A little behind Lazardi, but gets it to him for the first down.
Yeah, I mean, just keep throwing it up to your number one. You see Lazardi hand fighting on the press coverage there from the defender of San Diego, if I'm not mistaken. That was Ken Irvin, one of the backup corners there, playing patty cake with Lazardi. Just pushed him back far enough to create enough, you know, just natural separation to be able to catch that. Ooh, man.
Ooh. Yeah, that looked like it was a little bit of a dicey throw there to Ronnie Shanahan, but I was surprised that like it was even close with the pass rush really kind of circling around and catching up to Hendricks there on that weak side.
Yeah, that's the problem when you have that one-step drop, is that the pocket will collapse around you so quickly, especially when extra pressure is brought.
Speaking of pressure, it's brought
Oh my
again as he tries
goodness.
to just looked like a little bit of a panic throw there by Hendricks, just letting it sail. I mean, at least it went to a spot that no one could make the catch.
Yeah, it looked like we had a leftover Anchorage fan in the building with a shotgun shooting that one down and falling like a dead duck. That was just nowhere near the target.
Oh, you wrong for that, but fair. As we see you know what, a quads look. Taking over the side.
Oh!
Oh, Shanahan! What a catch by Roshan.
Very nice. I mean, that was a devastating hit as the ball was caught. Get another look at it. So much time to throw. Finally finding Ronnie Shanahan, who gets leveled across the middle. Shocked that they were able to hold on to that one through that contact.
Yeah, there's been some good catches made through contact today. I mean, there was one earlier tonight by Money, and now Shanahan. A lot of these receivers, even in the pros, struggle with that. So seeing it down here is really nice. And we see, I want to say that was Kelby Big Soldier taking the ball for about a yard or two to get up
Yeah,
to
and it's
the 6-yard line.
huge having Talakarne back in the game. He leads the entire league in tackles, so having him back on the field is something that's going to help this defense a huge amount.
Oh, Kane going for the edge, and he can't get there as it looked like Eaton Moss was able to kind of keep him out of the end zone there, but he gets to the 2-yard line Kane up to 110 yards and a touchdown tonight. Just a good game by Dominic Kane.
Run it again.
Yeah, right up the middle. Let's put a hat in the hat. Let's see. Oh, and he gets to the outside, and Kelby Soldier has a double.
Touchdown, bingo.
Very nice for him. I mean, doubles his total on the season. You look back at his past weeks, and he really hadn't been able to punch it into the end zone too often. He's now done it a pair of times. Congratulations to that young man on a career night. And dare I say, JW, a career night that is pushing New York to their first win.
Yeah, 35 points. I believe this is the most that New York has scored at all this season. And that, pending this PAT, which is going up and is good, it is now a 22-point lead for New York. With just a little bit over half the fourth left to go. I mean, if you're Iggy Turner, if you're the New York locker room, you are hyped as all can be right now.
Yeah,
San Diego
you gotta be going crazy.
San Diego is struggling, but they've had some bright spots here as Westbrook takes this out and gets it up to the 35. But, I mean, we all know that San Diego struggled away from their home stadium, but they've had some bright spots in this game, and they've had a lot of bright spots in every away game. It's just getting everything put together. And I think that this could be an interesting season going into this playoff. As now we see a twin set by San Diego here to start off this drive. Looks like a little bit of motion going over. 21, that's Devontae Moore coming to match. Oh, pressure almost got there, but Goose Busters able to get 8 yards out of it.
As this is progressing, JW, I'm curious your thoughts as the season is pretty much to a close now, record-wise. As someone who's a coach, you look at these teams across the league. You have New York, you have Philadelphia, you have San Diego, who are going to end up being your bottom 3 teams come playoff time when you look at seeding. I'm curious for you, as someone who's watched the SFLm as a coach and doing stats and whatnot, out of those 3 teams, which team as a home team do you look at and you're like, oh man, those guys, they could come out and pull one out on us?
For me, I'd have to say it's Philadelphia is the one that scares me the most. They're able to win it in multiple ways. I mean, they just showed tonight. Kind of similar to what New York's done all night. They can run it down your throat, or they can pass it all over you. And Callum Rex there getting a little bit of space there. Gets them a first down with just over 5 minutes left in this game. But yeah, no, I definitely think Philadelphia is a team that if you have to face them, they can be a real monster.
Yeah, I mean, you look at them, this is a team that has won on the road. They came into the Big Apple and they won a game earlier in the season, which of course is a trend that every team has done now, apart from one, as this game comes to a close. Yeah, man, Philly's been scary. What a play!
Yeah, this no-huddle offense for San Diego really struggling. They're not really getting as many yards as you'd really hope out of this situation. And a bull rush up the middle by Oliver Gibson.
Second of the day.
Puts them at 4th and 12. And, at this point, you just got to go for it. Going into that gun quads look that has looked a little sketchy for him, but it pays off here. Are they going to stick in it, though? It does look like they're going to go for it. They're forcing this dime look out of him. Up to the outside. Goose breaks up. And I thought that was Hudson Cruz that laid the hit on him.
I did also, actually.
Goose Buster's having a great night.
Oh man. The dagger.
Yeah, that was Zion Waddles, the dev player coming up from Fort Worth there. Just got him on that. It looked like a hit,
Oh
or he was
man, what
covering
a
the
lurk.
hitch.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lurked him bad. He lurked him bad. He knows the hitch has been thrown to all night. He watches his eyes. He shifts to the hitch, watches his eyes shift back to the post, and jumps it. Stone cold, stone hearted, just like the Gargoyles' name suggests. Zion Waddles closes it out, and the New York Gargoyles are in a prime position to tack up a 1 in place of that goose egg.
absolutely. This
intended.
is. Oh, God, I just caught that. That's mean. But
Well, it
now
wasn't
we've got.
intended.
But now we've got New York here. At this point, as a coach, I just tell them run it. Just run the ball. Don't put the ball in any situation where San Diego can really knock it out. Just two ends of the
Yeah.
ball, run up as far as you can. If you can't get there, we punt it. But just no crazy mistakes here, as they're gonna go for a toss play out, and Kelby Big Soldier gets him right up to the line. It looks like they're gonna put it down as inches there for him
Yeah,
on third down.
yeah, Kane, I mean, he has to gain half an inch here. I mean, I'd bet the house on it to go through. If you're going to bet on anyone to get half a yard, Kane is in the top 2 of guys you'd bet for it. We'll bet Alex's beard that Dominic Kane gets this first down.
You know what? Let's go with that. Let's see. Come on.
I'm kind of hoping he doesn't get it.
I don't know. Alex might look good with that thing. As
Oh, I'm
Kane,
sure he would.
he got
Oh,
it.
man.
Got it.
Keeps the beard. It's safe.
Yep, Alex, you're safe.
He's like, y'all think I'd let you do it either way. Man, that was a
Now-
tough run.
Yeah, that
That
was just
hurt.
good blocking up front. That gotta give, like, I know we've been talking about Kane and Lizardi as like the top players. Can we just give it to the entire offensive line? Because
Certainly
they've
can.
looked awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the edge blocking from the tackles has been fantastic.
Now it looks like we're in another heavy set there. They're giving it off to Kane. He looked like he.
Oh, my goodness. I would have
Ooh,
lost it.
That looked like he was about to be spicy. It looked like he was going to the outside, got caught up, and just shifted gears, went towards the inside. It looked like he actually was going to break a tackle, but second one just came in and caught him right on the edge of that.
It almost shifted the entire trajectory of the run.
As we now have them again in that same set. Off to Kane, 44. Oh, it looked like, who was that? Walton Yolia was the first one to get hands on Kane, and Kane just like, no. Time is now winding down for New York here. What do you think? Like another first down and this might be over?
Oh, definitely, for sure.
It's the outside.
There it is.
Talakani had Talakani had hands on him, and then
Man,
he
he does.
lost.
That's the last one.
Kane just gave a little parting gift to both Dundas Talakani and Eaton Moss there. Both the men who've been putting the hit on him today every time he got the ball into the second level. They're now in the best formation of all of football. Too bad my team couldn't see it today. As time logs down, got to give credit to New York. This is their first win of the season, and they chose a
I'm
good
gonna have
time
to
to do it.
I'm gonna have to save up all my energy for as soon as that clock hits zeros, because we're about to have a party.
Oh wait, you got the invite? My phone's silent.
Yeah, Iggy sent it out about halfway through the third quarter. He seemed pretty confident.
Man, Iggy, what you doing? 'Cause it looks like they're gonna get one more kneel down here. Pretty much only just got to get it under 40 seconds, and the game is over. But
Yep.
you got to give Iggy has been dealing with a lot of adversity this season, just not
Mm-hmm.
being able to get these close wins. It is probably the nicest feeling in the world getting that
Oh, I
first
can't
one.
imagine. I
And
can't imagine.
you gotta give a lot of credit to New York and Don Carne and
Yep.
Goose Busters and everyone in that locker room. They
Mm-hmm.
brought out a game plan that, while it didn't work out for them, it showed a lot of brilliant spots there. And
Yep.
we're gonna see with this, we'll see San Diego head to Philadelphia for the first round of the playoffs, and New York will be heading to Anchorage.
2, 1. There it is. After a 7-3 inaugural season to start the Gargoyles franchise history, and a devastating loss in the championship to an aforementioned clown. They move on, not you, you're not the clown. They move on to this season. They lose 9 straight, and they finally pick up a win in the final week of the season. Congratulations. Celebration ensues in Manhattan. It's a party.
Oh, hey, there's my text. Thank you, Iggy.
Good.
But
good.
that said, all things considered, the scoreboard doesn't tell you how close that this game was in certain parts of it. What's up?
Mike Alberts recorded 17 tackles. I think that's what I just saw.
Oh, he had a 15 tackle game earlier in the season too.
Gosh.
This is just Mike Alberts doing what Mike Alberts does. He's been one of the best. Yep, 15, 5 assists,
my
a
gosh.
sack, a pass deflection, 6 tackles for loss.
That's my player of the game. I'm sorry. I got to show the defense some love. I'm sorry.
I respect that, though. Unfortunately, I can't give it to just one. I feel like I have to split it here. It's the two offensive juggernauts of this team, and that's Dominic Kane and Ivan Lizardi, the Wizard. He hit that button a few times today.
He sure did.
But that said, from all of us here at in this tightly compacted broadcast truck, want to thank you for coming out, spending some time with us, and watching some good football as the SFLm season or regular season has concluded. We'll see y'all for the playoffs next week.
Peace.